If you're serious about drone videography, you know that two things matter most: capturing the shot and then storing the shot. With new cameras, handfuls of micro SD cards aren't really an ideal solution. Enter the DJI Fly Drive by Seagate. Seagate sent over one of their new fly drives for us to put to some real-life use with the new DJI Aspire 2 drone. Makes sense. The Aspire 2 takes incredible footage, while the Seagate Fly Drive is made for capturing days worth of the good stuff. The 2TB fly drive is only 4.8 inches by 3.5 inches, under a half pound and less than an inch thick. It's made for slipping in a gear bag without much effort. Just in case you were wondering, 2 terabytes is enough to back up over 60 hours of 4K flight footage, or roughly 250 flights worth of aerial cinematography. Considering the Inspire 2 ZenMuse X4S camera can shoot 4K, 4 gigabits a second at 60 frames per second and snap 14 frame per second bursts from a 20 megapixel camera, that 2 terabytes can equate to some incredible footage. The fly drive has a micro SD slot as well as USB-C port, which means you can create multiple backup files in the field between drone battery swaps, and be back up flying in no time. Now, the fly drive isn't battery powered, it's essentially a companion to a laptop combining an external hard drive with a card reader. For the Inspire 2, having the Seagate drive means we can back up the high-res footage, while the onboard DJI Cine SSD with up to 480 gigabytes capacity gives a second layer of backup. Let's talk the Inspire 2, DJI's top drone. First, it's fast. Ricky Bobby fast. We're talking about 0 to 50 miles per hour in 5 seconds with 2 kilograms of thrust per motor, for a max speed of 58 miles per hour. The Inspire 2 has a number of intelligent flight modes to ensure that you get the ultimate cinematic effect. Spotlight Pro. Spotlight Pro uses visual tracking to lock the camera while in flight and keeps the focus on the subject. Regardless of the direction the pilot maneuvers, the camera remains fixed on the subject to allow for complicated cinematic shots with one pilot. TapFly. Using the dedicated FPV camera, pilots can tap a point on the screen to set a flight course, which allows the pilot to focus on gimbal control. Active Track. Active Track recognizes objects, people, bikes, cars, boats, etc., to lock onto them and follow both with the camera and drone itself for action shots on the go. Smart Return to Home. Forward and downward vision systems that allow the Inspire 2 to create a real-time map of the flight course, giving it the ability to plot the shortest and safest return flight home in case of connectivity loss. Quick Spin. When the gimbal reaches its movement limit, this allows the Inspire 2 to spin clockwise or counterclockwise on the center axis of the gimbal to allow for greater flexibility in flight while filming. Overall, our brief time with the DJI Inspire and the Seagate Fly Drive left us wanting to do more.